The secret meaning behind Kim Kardashian's Paris looks have been revealed, amid her ongoing $10 million jewelry heist trial. It marks the first time the influencer, 44, has confronted the suspected grandpa gang of Paris robbers who are accused of stealing jewelry worth millions of dollars from her at gunpoint in her Paris hotel room in 2016. The reality star broke down in tears as she told the court she forgives the defendant, despite fearing she was going to be raped and killed during the heist. But Kim seems to be taking back the power with subtle messages through her choice of outfit. On Wednesday, Kim left her hotel in a plunging cream satin gown with a feathered trim, which was a sight to behold in itself, with a lace bra underneath. One fan pointed out that Kim was wearing a robe and underwear when she was robbed at gunpoint. "I think this outfit is a play on what she was wearing when she was robbed." "A robe and underwear," another added. "Exactly. I don't love her generally, but I see this as taking back some of her power. It's a cool move." Kim chose to accessorize her look with a blue baseball cap, but it is unknown why she opted for the quirky choice. Meanwhile, Kris opted for a starkly different look and looked every inch the protective mother as she left her hotel in a burgundy double-breasted suit, teamed with a matching tie and a striped shirt. Kim's courtroom bling was no mistake either. In fact, the Daily Mail has learned it was a calculated FKU to the thugs who stole her jewels years ago. She showed up to court on Tuesday dripping in diamonds, wearing a jaw-dropping $3 million necklace by Samer Haileme, New York, crafted in 18K white gold and featuring 80 diamonds, culminating in a 13-carat pear-shaped center stone. The statement necklace appeared to be a not-so-subtle message to the men standing trial for her infamous 2016 robbery. A source close to the reality star told the Daily Mail that Kim's display of wealth was very much deliberate, and cost around $6 million in total. "It's not about the jewels. She wore them on purpose to say that they didn't really steal anything from her. She has built back and she's living a good life now," the insider said. "You could say that it was a total FKU to them." She added a Sloan Pave diamond ear cuff worth $8,300 and a second Certi Sur Vide ear cuff by Repossi made up of 12 pear-shaped diamonds for 4.55 carats. Jeweler Zach Stone noted that Kim was sporting a diamond anklet that had been given to her by daughter North. Stone told Mail Online, "Kim's anklet looks like it could be the sentimental piece she received from North for Mother's Day, featuring the birthstones of her 4 children. Set with round-cut diamonds, it's delicately accented with a single pearl, a pear-cut garnet, a pear-cut zircon, and an emerald-cut emerald. I'd estimate its value at around $8,000. On her right hand, Kim is sporting a massive ring. While the exact cut is hard to confirm, the diamond appears to be at least 20 carats, set in a solitaire design that further emphasizes its remarkable size. Given these details, it's safe to assume the ring carries a hefty price tag. My estimate would be around $3.5 million. Inside the courtroom, Kim broke down in tears as she shared her fears that she thought she would raped that evening. Kim stood in the packed courtroom across from her mother, Kris Jenner. As she entered the Voltaire room, the star was greeted by cheers of wow from the audience. Her voice broke as she sobbed while telling the courtroom, "I just want to be heard and understood. I appreciate the letter, those words. I forgive you, but it doesn't change the emotion and the feelings, the trauma, and my life being changed forever." After the judge read aloud an apology note written to Kardashian in 2017. "I came to Paris for Fashion Week. Paris was always a place that I loved so much. I used to walk around the city when I woke up in the middle of the night. I always felt very safe. Kardashian told the court, "It was around 3 in the morning. I heard stomping up the stairs when I was in bed. I kept calling out for my sister and one of my best friends, but no one answered me. And in my bedroom come in a few police officers, or what I assumed were police officers as they were in police uniforms," she said, recalling the night of the robbery. She told the court that the attackers arrived dressed as police officers, with the concierge in handcuffs. Kim described how they tied her hands with cable ties, dragged her to the bathtub and pointed a gun at her temple. One robber gestured toward her ring. "Then I heard one of the gentlemen forcefully say ring, ring, in English, with an accent, pointing." The suspects are accused of tying up Kim with zip ties and duct tape before making off with jewelry, including a $4 million engagement ring given to her by her then-husband rapper Kanye West, now known as Ye, according to investigators. "And I was still in such shock, because honestly a lot of terrorist attacks were happening in the world, and I thought it was some sort of terrorist attack, and I didn't immediately understand it was for my jewelry. They pulled me back in the room once they realized they had everything, and they threw me on the bed. I was pretty hysterical and I just looked at the concierge and told him what is going to happen to us. I have to make it home to my babies," Kim said. She said at one point she feared she was going to be raped as the robbers threw her on the bed and one of them grabbed her leg. "But he ended up tying me up and closed my legs," she added. "I thought about my sister, thought she would walk in and see me shot dead and have that memory in her forever. I absolutely thought I was going to die. After a few minutes, I didn't hear anything, so I moved over to the sink, and it was a marble sink, so I cut my ties. When I got downstairs, Simone, her stylist, let me know that she had called my sister Courtney, and her and the security were on the way. We weren't sure at that point if they were going to come back. So we ran on the balcony to hide in the bushes. I remember calling my mom from the bushes to let her know what happened. And then I think while we were waiting for my security, we were trying to come up with a plan, if we should jump from the window, as it was just a one-story building." French prosecutors say the men who orchestrated the heist, most in their 60s and 70s, were part of a seasoned criminal ring that tracked Kardashian's movements through social media. Two of the defendants have admitted being at the scene. One claims he didn't know who she was. 12 suspects were originally charged. One has died and another was excused due to illness. The French press dubbed the group Les Papis Braqueurs, the grandpa robbers, but prosecutors insist they were no harmless retirees. Eunice Abbas, 71, who is among the 10 suspects standing trial, many in their late 60s or 70s and dubbed the Grandpa Gang, has told French media that he and others who took part in the robbery did not know who Kardashian was. "It's not her, it's her diamond we targeted," Abbas told C8 TV a few years ago. Abbas has admitted his participation in the robbery, writing a book about his role. In interviews with French media, he said he was sorry for what he did and wanted to apologize to Kardashian. There is no possibility of a guilty plea in such cases, and Abbas is standing trial despite admitting to playing a role in the robbery. Frank Burton, a lawyer representing 68-year-old Omar Kedik, nicknamed Omar the Old, said last month he hoped the fact that Kardashian is a global star won't affect the trial. Kedik is accused of being the gang's ringleader, which he denies. This trial attracts international attention because of who the plaintiff, the victim, is, Burton said. Kim jetted into the French capital on Monday, sharing a picture of her view from the plane that she captioned simply with a French flag. While it is not known what the Skims founder got up to the night before her day in court, her mother Jenner took to Instagram to reveal she had spent the evening at dinner with partner Corey Gamble and Michael Coast. The suspects in the trial are accused of tying up billionaire Kardashian with zip ties and duct tape before making off with jewels, including a $4 million engagement ring given to her by her then-husband rapper Kanye West, now known as Ye, according to investigators. Cameras are usually not allowed in courtrooms in France, and Kim's testimony will not be broadcast live.